Hello and welcome to today's podcast. This is Confessions of a Cleaning Business Owner, and I'm here with Louise. I'm Diane, and today we are going to talk awards. And I'm actually going to ask Louise to tell us all about it because she's put me in charge today for a change. So, Louise, tell me about the awards. What are they, and what's going on?
So these are this is the fourth time we've run this now, the fourth annual Domestic Cleaning Industry Awards. So prior to this, there weren't any awards for the domestic cleaning industry. And we started this 4 years ago with a mission that we wanted domestic cleaning businesses to be recognised, to be acknowledged for the brilliant businesses they actually are. And quite often they were not only overlooked, and I don't think that was the biggest problem. I think that business owners weren't recognizing how good they were. They weren't going out and they weren't entering their regional awards and their local awards. And what we've done is really sort of seen a shift change in that domestic cleaning businesses are really acknowledging that they are not just good business owners. The skills you need to be a good domestic cleaning business owner, they are so transferable, and there are so many different skills. So, this is the fourth time we've run it, and I get so excited because it makes such a difference to the industry, the perception of ourselves, and the perception from the outside the industry as well.
I can't believe it's the 4 years. I can't believe it's the fourth year. And if I think back to the first year and the second, that it's got bigger and better every time. And this year will be obviously the even bigger and even better. So it's really exciting. And you're right. It is all about recognition, isn't it, for our industry? Because, when we first started the DCBN, one of our missions was to transform the industry and gain recognition. So this is just part of that, isn't it? And it's fantastic to already be doing the fourth year.
I love it. I can't believe 4 years. And the big change this year, the really big one, we've been asked every year, will you put on an in-person event? And, 4 years ago, what were we in 2020? Well, obviously we didn't do an in-person event, and we quite liked online. It's like nice. I like an online event. This is the first year we've gone, right, now's the time. We can get back out, see each other face to face. Let's get out and let's have a party. Let's really celebrate the biggest and the best, because it's great to win your glass awards. It's brilliant you've got those. But why not all celebrate and have a great time? And I think so many people are involved in these awards, from the judging and, nominating and everything else, that we were seeing people having parties in pubs to get the results. And we're like, no, let's all party together.
Completely agree. And I know that last year we actually changed the date, didn't we? We moved it from January to the November before, actually in preparation for this, because we were like, if we're going to do this as an in-person event next year, we don't want to be doing an in-person event in January. Nobody wants to go out but you might want to party in January, but really it's like a pre-Christmas bash now, isn't it? As well as an awards party.
Yeah, and it's just before you get super busy in the run up to Christmas. It's perfect timing. And people love these awards. They expect it from us. They love them. And it's so nice if you win a category. But even if you don't win, that nominating of yourself, that confidence it gives you in your own business. And one of the things we were really clear on, particularly in the first years, I gave template answers to everything. And in fact, I can run through some today, but we literally templated answers because we were teaching people how to fill in nomination forms. Because what we really wanted was not just for them to win these, but to go on outside of our industry and win all the other awards as well. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing people who are getting as finalists for this are being featured in national newspapers. I think every single finalist went on to win further awards, didn't they? Even if they didn't.
I actually love seeing that now. And somebody posted a certificate recently, and Charlie, if you're listening, but somebody's posted a certificate recently for a recognition that they'd had from their local council for their business. And I was just like, I'm not taking the credit, because obviously she's done an amazing job with her business, but I think that's what the awards do, is they galvanize people to actually start seeking recognition and realize, first of all, it's a great marketing thing, but it's also really good for your team. And it just kind of makes it makes the hard work worth it, doesn't it, to get that recognition.
I love it. I think we work so hard, so many hours, so unappreciated. And I mean, we talk all the time of so many people that go, oh, I'm just a cleaner. There's always a little bit of that about us. So to now be like, I'm the best cleaner in the UK,
Yeah.
I'm the very best. That's what we really want.
Yeah. And actually, we introduced a category specifically for the best domestic cleaner, didn't we, last year? So this isn't just aimed at the business owner now. This is actually, you know, if you can nominate your team, if you're a solo cleaner, you can enter as the best domestic cleaner. So we introduced that category specifically for that, you know, so that the just a cleaner thing is now, well, you're the best cleaner in the UK. How
Love
amazing is that? Yeah.
So we've got a lot of categories. I'm going to run through them now, but there's a lot of categories, and the aim is that really, whatever, there's so many of us niche our businesses. So you might be eco-friendly, you might be all about staff training, whatever you're into, I guarantee there's a category. I say I guarantee, if there's not a category that suits you, please come back to us, because the aim is to cover pretty much the whole of the industry. So no matter what, there should be one that fits you. So one of my favourites, the Most Eco-Friendly Award, and we'll come on to judging in a second, but our judges loved this, didn't they? Because they really value this. And this is something the industry as a whole, maybe not domestic cleaning, but definitely the wider cleaning industry, is really moving towards corporate social responsibility. Eco-friendly. Are you tracking your supply chain? How much are you giving back in terms of planting trees? Are you tracking your CO2? I mean, that's getting really in depth. But actually, there's domestic cleaning companies that are now capable of doing that.
Absolutely. And yeah, I know our judge last year, Matt from Lime Supply, he was really impressed with the entries and gave a really detailed feedback as well on the winners. And yeah, it was amazing to sort of see the difference that people are actually making. And you know, it's for all of us for the future, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's so, I mean, it's in even if you watch TikTok now, it's everywhere. It is about looking after the planet. So this one was an important one. We've got Best Newcomer Award. So have you been in business less than 18 months? So if you've been here 18 months, you might not feel like a newcomer, but you still qualify for this. And this is really good because really it's for people very passionate about growing their business. They might not have the biggest, most established business yet, but it's about what are you doing? What makes you the greatest? And it really gives you the chance to compete against other people of a similar stage, because once you get to 5, 6, 10 years, obviously they become much larger businesses quite often.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's nice to have this category in there because it recognizes people that are setting up unique businesses where they've got a big plan, or actually just businesses that are, you know, really working well around lifestyle. You know, there's no sort of strict criteria, is it? It's, you know, it's whatever your business is, you want it to be.
You can be a solo cleaner and be the best newcomer as long as you're doing something exciting that stands out. You are going to be noticed in this one. Community champion. So do I. So many people in the cleaning industry do so much for their local communities. And we see it all the time. They're giving away free cleans, they're raising money, they're helping, you know, the elderly, the vulnerable, new mums. There is so much going on. There's often litter picks, there's things going on in conjunction with hospitals. There's so much. And I think these people really, really need recognizing for doing something amazing, because, you know, it's hard enough work to run a business. It's hard enough to run a business and have a family and do all the other commitments that we're all committed to. But then to be going above and beyond, you know, these people really need a shout out.
And I think that's a real sign of a true entrepreneurial business owner, is that they give back.
Yeah.
So, good category.
I think you'd enter the next one, Diane. I think you'd like this one. Best Employer Award.
Oh, of course.
So I'll read you some of the things. Do you prioritise employee engagement and satisfaction, creating a positive work environment, fostering open communication, and recognising and rewarding employee achievements? So I love this because in the cleaning industry, there are people, what they do for their employees is above and beyond. You're not going to get what some of the bosses in the cleaning industry do in McDonald's or Coca-Cola or Apple, because they care. They really go above and beyond to help their employees. And there's so many schemes. And I think what this does is really recognizes the best. But what I really love is the best people are sharing their ideas with the industry, going, let's all improve as well.
Yeah, and I love this one because it's about creating a really great culture within your business, and it motivates everybody. And yeah, employee engagement is key for this business, and so many people struggle to recruit, they struggle to retain staff. So the Best Employer Award is a fantastic one to get, especially if you're recruiting, because you're the best employer in the UK with a cleaning business, then that's going to stand you in good stead, isn't it?
Yeah, imagine recruiting and saying, I've already won the award for being the best employer. And you can put that in your local advertising, your local town or city. I mean, if they're interviewing at another place, they're going to come to you, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Staff training award. So one of the issues in the domestic cleaning industry is that there wasn't any standardized training, right? Since the DCBN came along, we have now promoted training. We offer it. We offer partners that offer it. BICs offer it. We often send people for free training to go to Jangro. There's others. Is it Duckeries? Have I just said that? He's released training.
Duckeries Domestics, yeah.
Yep. So there is lots of training now available. But there are business owners that really go above and beyond in terms of training their staff. So it's not just send you on a quick online course. There's continuous training. There are some really phenomenal teams out there. And we want to really recognize those, because we really want to see a push across the whole industry towards training every member of staff to be trained, safe. Well, trained, insured and safe is our motto. But everyone should know what they're doing, because a lot of people in domestic cleaning learn from adverts, learn from maybe their parents. There was no standardized training. So we really need to push this and roll it out across every business.
Yeah, and good staff training is a commitment to quality, and it's a commitment to your team, isn't it? So very important. Great category.
Love that one. Best Social Media Award. Well, that's changed this year. How much more is there last year? You had to have a good Instagram, Facebook. Now we're seeing a rise of a lot more. Is Snapchat going to come into this? We've seen people that are now literally running their business off Snapchat. TikTok's in this. I'm not, we don't judge any of these actually. But I'd be interested with this one. I know, who was it? It was Daisy from Digital that judged this one last year. They're real experts. No, actually Joe from Digital did it. I'm wonder how they're going to judge this one, because last year they said the entrants were so good. They were going, how do you pick between them? But they really did go into depth and look at this. So
I remember Daisy's feedback on the awards night about this, and she said it's about people that are engaging and sharing and just being themselves, which I thought was really interesting feedback.
And I think this is important as well, because if you think about the outside's perception of the domestic cleaning industry, it is coming from social media. So what we really want to do is celebrate, because these are the people that are promoting our whole industry, if that makes sense. Yes. So it is important. We used to think of it just as a marketing tool. It's so much more than that now. Yeah. Best Domestic Cleaner in the UK award. So this is for an individual, okay? It might be your team member. It might be you. Are you the very best? How do we know you're the best? So this is where you're going to be sharing your reviews. There are some phenomenal reviews. There are people whose customers would move heaven and earth for them because they love them so much. If that is describing you, then you need to be entering this award, because you need that recognition. Imagine being recognized as the best. You already know you are. Your customers know you are. Let's recognize you are.
I agree. Yeah, this is a real core category, and I'm so glad we introduced it last year because it was brilliant.
Love that. So those are how many have we got there? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So those are sort of, why do I say those will be judged? Okay, so those are our judges, our expert. We have expert judges. We get them in from outside companies, real experts in the field for each of these, and those will be judged for them. But we have
winners completely, won't they, in those 7 categories?
Yes, so they will review all the applications, and there's a lot of work that goes into judging there. The next 3 are judged to a certain extent by the judges, but they will shortlist the top 3 in each of these categories. And then it's put to the public vote. And this gets interesting, because you then have, I think it's 1 week, isn't it, to get the most amount of votes. So you have got to get your friends, your customers, your family. It is a massive, get everyone to vote for you. So it's a really, really interesting one at this point. And a lot of people will read these and go, oh, I like the look of that one. So these 3 are, I'll run through all 3 of them. Best Holiday Let Cleaning Business Award, Best Deep Cleaning Business Award, and Best Domestic Cleaning Business Award. So these are the three big ones. Now, can I be really honest, if you're listening to this, if you want to win an award, enter one of the previous ones, because these are really, really competitive. And I think last year, our Best Domestic Cleaning Business Award had more applicants than the others combined. So of course, you're going to be less likely to win it, guys. So if you want to win it, go for eco-friendly, community champion, all the other categories, because these are very hotly contested.
And enter the other ones as well. I'd enter as many as possible. And actually, that's really good advice, not just for these awards, but actually for other awards in your local area, perhaps. You know, look at the categories that perhaps not everybody can enter. So don't enter Business of the Year as an example, or enter it, but also enter something else. So it might be a startup award, or it might be a marketing award, or a social media award. Enter the categories that not everybody is capable of entering. And I think that it's the same for all awards, isn't it?
Yes, and having obviously organised these for 4 years now, we do definitely see these ones are the ones that definitely get the most. So, you know, be a little bit tactical. You want to win an award, go for a different one. But yes, as you say, enter 4 or 5. Actually, the people that won the most, the people that won these big awards, actually had entered nearly every other award they were valid for in the previous ones. They really went for it. So don't be afraid. It might take you more time, but much increases your chance of getting an award. So anyway, let's talk about these. So Best Holiday Let Cleaning Business Award. So we thought long and hard about this. And when you look at sort of your Airbnbs, what are they called? Holiday lets of all kinds.
Yeah, serviced accommodation, holiday lets, yeah, Airbnb, yeah.
Yeah, all changeovers. So they are still domestic cleaning. They're still domestic properties. And so these are included in these awards. And it is quite a different skill to your classic domestic clean. So these are really interesting. And actually, we're asking for some really specific numbers if you want to enter these. So we want to know systems that you've got in place to manage the turnovers. How do you deal with the laundry? How many properties have you got? We need reviews from your properties as well. So this one, I think, is a really interesting one. I'm not actually valid. We don't do these, but yes, it's a great one if this is where...
We're not allowed to enter these awards with our cleaning businesses, are we? It's like,
no.
Not fair.
I always feel a bit sad, if I'm honest. I've never won one of these because I can never enter. But anyway, then our Best Deep Clean Business Award. So there are people that specialize in deep cleans. Lots of people do deep cleans alongside their more regular cleans. Some people do after builders cleans. Some people, you know, there's all kinds of areas of specialism. So again, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for what kind of cleaning do you do? How do you tackle certain projects? How do you deal with delivering potentially at short notice? We're going to need reviews from your customers as well. So we're not just listening to what you say about yourselves. We want to know what other people say about you as well. And again, this will all come in. The judges will judge it, and then it goes to the public as well to see which one's best.
Absolutely.
And then my favourite one, and of course it's going to be my favourite one, Best Domestic Cleaning Business Award. It's my favourite because I operate in this industry. This is brilliant. We want to know your systems, your processes, your training. So you are going to have to tell us about your training in this. It's so important. Is your business profitable and sustainable for the long term? So you can't just turn up and have all the bells and whistles and be phenomenal if you're running your business into the ground to do that. And we're going to ask those questions. Do your clients love your service? Tell us what makes you special. Tell us what makes you amazing. And we are going to love it, look at it. But again, this is about promoting the best in our industry so others can emulate. And what we found is the winners of all of these, you'd be amazed how many people get in contact. It raises your profile, and other people are looking up to you for inspiration.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can then use that in your marketing for your local area. And yeah, the best domestic cleaning business in the UK is quite a coveted title, isn't it?
It is. Now, interestingly, the question that we get, I think a lot of people in awards wait for someone to nominate them. Well, if you're waiting for that, guys, you're not going to win an award. It doesn't happen. You know, in any industry awards or any local awards, people don't go out of their way to nominate you that often. So what we're really clear about here, nominate yourself. nobody knows your business better than you do. So no one can put the level of detail in that you can. And for a lot of people, we were kind of like breaking this news like 4 years ago. We were saying you have to nominate yourself. And they were like, no. And it was only when people suddenly realized that they could start entering other competitions because they went, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, they were thinking, oh, I have to wait for my customers to nominate me, or a staff member to nominate me. That's not how awards work. Businesses nominate themselves for awards, no matter what type. And so nominate yourselves for this one, definitely. Tell me a bit about how the public vote works, Louise, in terms of, so the judges put the shortlist them into the top 3, and then those top 3 go to the public vote.
Do they put them in the top 3 or the top 5? Oh no, it's the top 3. Top 3.
Top 3 in each category.
So let's say we'll look at best holiday let. You'd get the top 3 companies and the best holiday lets, the top 3 companies. And then what we do is we put the voting form out. We send you the link, and you can send that to all your customers. You can send it to anyone, and all those votes come in. We use Microsoft Forms. All those votes come in to us. Now, we do ask for an email address for every single vote, and that is to check that people aren't multiple voting, that they are genuine votes. And if they, we will start ruling some of them out, because we believe that some people may cheat in this. So lots of people go, well, I don't want to put my email address. And we're like, look, we're not going to contact you. We will tell you the winner because you've bothered to vote for somebody. But really, that's as far as it goes. It's not a marketing plan because they're your customers, your friends. There's nothing to market to them, really, is there?
Absolutely. Brilliant. Okay. And then tell me about the celebration that we're going to be having.
So honestly, I'm so excited about this one. I've got my eye on a dress for this. But anyway, so we are going to a really, really nice venue. I'm going to ask you because you've done all the booking for this.
The venue is called the Heart of England in Coventry. So as it says, it's the Heart of England. It's a great venue. It's got really big space for us. And we're going to be having a meal, 3-course meal, some dancing, and some of our partner suppliers are going to be there with some stands and maybe some freebies to give away as well. And there's some accommodation at the venue, but because of where it is, it's near the NEC and everything. There's loads and loads of accommodation nearby as well.
Perfect. And we've got a technical assistant, haven't we, to help us with the technical side.
Yeah.
But the one I'm excited about, I always get his name wrong. It's Wine, isn't it?
Wine, yes. As he explains it, which is think wine, as in drink, wine, yes.
So he's our compere. He was our compere last year. Everyone loved him. The feedback from him for him was phenomenal. So
he was such a find.
Oh, he's so funny, isn't he? I just love listening to him. And he brought so much energy, so much joy, so much humor to it. And it becomes a really good show, not just a boring, this is this award and this is who won. It's just entertaining. You can tell he's a professional presenter.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. He's better than all of us, and better than you were the year before, Louise.
Thanks. That year before, it went technically so wrong. I was trying to manage it all technically, and then one of my presenters didn't turn up, so I ended up doing that as well. So I was thrilled to have him on board.
It made a big difference, and having it in person this year, really excited. And as you said, we've got some technical support, so all the sound and everything and lighting is all being managed by the venue, and it's going to be an amazing night. I'm really looking forward to it. And of course, as you say, frocks on for the girls and boys if you want, and posh togs, and no pajama bottoms this year because we're not on Zoom.
Keith loved it, didn't he? He turned up in his bow tie and his shirt, and he was like, penguin suit. And I'm not even sure he had PJs on the bottom.
He definitely had slippers on.
Yeah, we showed us, didn't we? So that'll be really fun. Now, if you do win the award, you need to get up on stage and accept it. So you need to be available for that day. So if you're going to enter these awards this year, you guys wanted it in person. So you guys need to turn up and support this, and support your other business owners as well. If we're celebrating the best of the industry, we need to come out in force and celebrate. So it's not just about the awards. This is about networking. This is about socializing. This is about getting face to face with the suppliers that supply so many of you. And because a lot of people go, well, I won't know many people, but so many people are going to be in the same boat. There's not like a big group of us that all know each other. Like everyone's turning up going,
Not
oh, I maybe know.
it's just not like that. And also imagine the coverage that you're going to get, because you go up on that stage in your best gear, accept the award, hopefully give a little bit of a thank you speech, and we'll video it all for you, and we will give you the video so you can then use that. I mean, it's going to be an amazing night. Really looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm so excited. Diane, thank you, because you've put so much work into this year and you've got so much still to go.
I know, I'm going to say thank me afterwards.
Yeah.
But it's on the 22nd of November. But before that, so when does voting, when do entries close? Is it the 15th of September? Is that right?
15th of September. So we are on the 28th, and this is being released today. So it's on the 28th of August right now. You have 2 weeks, well, just over 2 weeks, and it closes on the 15th of September. We honestly get more applications on about the 12 hours before the deadline. So it closes at midnight on the 15th of September. I guarantee the next day we'll get loads of people go, oh, I forgot, let me do it. Please don't be one of those people, because we do have to cut it off, guys. There has to be a cut-off point.
Keep it forever.
Yes, so you've got until the 15th of September. You've had a month already. We've got quite a few applications already, but there is plenty more room. So you got until the 15th of September. Please, if you're listening to this, do it immediately while it's on your mind, because if you don't do it immediately, you will forget. So get on. The form is really easy to fill in. So I don't mind if you fill in the form, enter quickly on your mobile phone, just stop, take a break from your cleaning, go out to your car, fill it in quickly. If you want to do a better one later on, come back a week later and do it later on, but get nominated.
Yeah. Just over 2 weeks. Get it done today.
Today. Love it.
Oh, thanks so much, Louise, for telling us a bit more about that. And I'm very excited to celebrate with our winners on the 22nd of November in Coventry. So thanks for listening.
Lovely seeing. Thank you for doing it all, Diane. Bye-bye.